Hey guys, good afternoon and welcome back to PA Street Scene. For those of you that are new here, my name is Derek. I want to thank you for joining me on my channel. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you can keep up to date with my latest content. The subject of today's video is actually going to be a couple different things. First off, I am getting the exhaust fixed on the car finally, and by fixed I mean we're making it louder. I had intended on having this done the other day. For those of you that keep up with me on my Instagram at PA Street Scene, I had dropped it off at a Monroe muffler, which some people warned me against because there's horror stories with Monroe. But I went and talked to them and felt confident after they told me that what I was doing was not a big deal and that they'd be able to handle it. Unfortunately, when I took the car in 2 days ago for my appointment, they kept it all day and then decided not to call me to tell me they decided not to work on it. So I went to pick it up at the end of my shift and it was completely unchanged. They actually never even brought it in the building, which their reasoning for that was because they were afraid to put it on their lifts because of how low it sits, and they were afraid to mess something up. So given the option of them messing something up or not working on it, I'm glad that they picked to not work on it. I just wish they would have called me and let me know. But with that said, I was actually able to find a shop that was closer to me, and it's actually a custom exhaust shop, so that was kind of perfect. I've driven by this place a million times and never noticed it, but I guess it's just one of those situations that when you're not looking for something, you can drive by it and never notice. But the company is called Automotive, and I'm really excited to see what they can do with the car. I'm actually going to leave it there all day tomorrow, and then once the Resonator is removed, I'll go pick it up. And then we're going to head over to Reed's house to work on some stuff. We're going to work on deleting the rear windshield wiper and also working on some stuff with the coilovers on the car. So I will see you guys tomorrow when I get to Reed's. See you in a bit. Alright guys, so I picked up the R32 at Leach's and they cut out the Resonator, although after I did a little bit more research, I think they cut out the Resonator but not the pre-resonators, which is what I actually was hoping they would do. The exhaust on the R32 comes back as two dual pipes into two what they call pre-resonators, and then splits, or well, actually goes back into one pipe at the Y, and then there's another Resonator, and I think they only cut out the one after the Y, and then didn't take out the pre-resonators, which is my fault. I didn't ask them to take it out. I just assumed that they would take out all the resonators. But yeah, I took it for a small drive. Wasn't really in love with the way that it sounds. So right now I'm actually at Reed's house again, wherever he's hiding behind me. There's Reed.
Party people.
And then we're gonna really party people. We've just time warped back to the 90s. But today's projects, we are going to do the rear windshield wiper delete on this right here. I don't really use my rear wipers that much anyway, and it's always a really good way to clean up the car. So I have the plug somewhere in my pocket. Just a metal plug from ECS Tuning. Sorry for the shaky camera. And it's got the grommet on it and stuff like that. So we'll put that in there, and it's pretty easy to do. Also, since the last video that I did, I got the engine cover installed that I bought off of a gentleman on Vortex. I think it was around $100 shipped, and it looks brand new. I mean, it's in perfect shape. No broken clips or anything, so I got a real steal on it. I think he was just ready to get rid of it. I did, however, have the middle cross piece, which people seem to lose, which I found humorous because I had the middle cross piece but not the outside shell. Another project that we have for today is we're going to raise the car up a little bit, and I know people are going to hate that, but if you take a look at my Plastidip, you can actually see, let me try to focus in on it here, you can see what look like little scratches all over my fenders. It's actually not scratches, but the problem is when the car is bottoming out, it's cutting these little shreds out of my tire, these little like fringes, and as the tire's spinning, they're just whipping the shit out of the fender. So you're getting all these marks right here. So hopefully I'm going to be able to take it off with that bug-in tar erase that I got last time. But it's definitely something we need to take care of, because I know it's a play car, but I really don't want to be buying tires all the time for this because they're shredding, and it's also dangerous. So we're probably going to raise it up about a ½ an inch. So first off, let's go back and take a look at the rear hatch. Pretty simple to do. Actually, Reed, why don't you do this while I film it?
I'm not even going to take that off. I'm just going to take the whole thing off.
Oh, okay. So there's a 13mm bolt back here. Some people choose to take the plastic cap off the end. Reed says you don't need to, actually.
Oh, well, we're learning as we go. We're going to find out.
Just don't break my windshield.
Is it okay if I break the wiper blade?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
It's a hell of a lot cheaper to replace a wiper blade than it is a rear windshield.
Well,
who knows? It's a Volkswagen, so that might be like a $500 wiper arm.
Yeah, you're never going to put a wiper back on. Oh, well, there's that.
Yeah, well, there's the cap that he should have took off to begin with. But yeah, it's just a 13mm bolt, and it just comes out like that.
13.
And then the wiper arm should come right off.
Yeah, but it's like seized on there. We might need some PB blaster.
Do you have any?
Oh, yeah. See, this piece right here we're going to have to get out too. I might just pull off after I get this off. Probably built in 03. So now we gotta...
Alright, so Reed just got the arm off. It took a little persuasion, a little PB blaster, just because the car is 14 years old and it's probably never been replaced. So now I'm going to pop the hatch. I need to clean this car out. This is all my crap from shows and stuff and empty Monster Energy. That sounds fun, but it's not supposed to get us. We were supposed to be done with our part already.
Weatherman's wrong.
So now there's 2 Phillips head screws up in these handles.
Right, yes, that's right.
So we need to take those out first, and then this whole piece should just pop off. So I'll be right back as soon as we get that. Alright, as you can see, we got that interior trim piece off. We were having issues with some of the clips, so that was a total pain in the ass, but it is off now. Our next step is going to be to take these 3 bolts off to remove the motor and see what we have to do after that. Alright, we got it out. We just zip tied the lines up on here just so they're not rattling around. Eventually I'll probably plug that, but I don't even really keep wiper fluid in this car just because it's garage most of the time. It is starting to rain, so we're probably going to move it into the garage. If it doesn't let up soon, it probably will pass quickly though, and if that's the case, we'll just keep working in the driveway, but we'll make that decision in a little bit. Last step for this is just the hole right here has a rubber grommet in it. We'll have to take that out and then put in the ECS tuning wiper plug, or wiper delete plug. And then once we do that, I will be back to show you the end results. Alright, so it's still raining a little bit, but we got the plug in. It's pretty simple, just a nut and a rubber grommet and a washer. If I zoom in and kind of crisp it up, you can see. And then on the outside, it's just metal plug, but it looks a hell of a lot cleaner than having a wiper arm back there. So let's see if I can, there we go, if we focus it in.
Of course, now it's raining, you're going to need it.
Yeah, right. So yeah, all that's left to do is just, Reed's going to pop this plastic panel in. We'll put those two, Allen screws back here, or Allen screws, the 2 Phillips head screws back in, and we'll go from there and try to ride out this rain for a couple minutes before we move on to the next project. So the rain has appeared to stop. I mean, we keep getting a little blast here and there, but it's not too bad. It basically just came down for a couple minutes and then it was done. So in the meantime, since then, we were able to get the car up on jacks, and we got the front wheel off. For any of you that don't own Volkswagens, you'll notice that it uses lug bolts instead of lug studs, which is kind of a pain in the ass when you're trying to take the wheels on and off, because there's nothing really there to start it with. So you just kind of have to lift it and use your strength, which can be a bit hectic, especially with a heavier wheel like what I've put on it with the 52 Turbo Max. They're pretty heavy, surprisingly, considering they use them for WRC and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna get this up. We're gonna raise the coilovers. I don't know if you can see that, but we're gonna raise them about a ½ inch, and hopefully that'll take care of us bottoming out. It's only happening on the front of the car, but we're gonna raise up all 4 corners just to make it level. So we're gonna get to work, and I'll see you when it's done. Alright guys, so we got the coilovers on both sides of the front done. I'm in the car with Reed. Say hi, Reed.
Hi, Reed.
You suck. But we're going to take it for a quick drive down the Carlisle Pike right now. I have to stop at Walmart, and it's a good bit of stop and go to kind of get a feel for the car now and see how it goes. See if the suspension settles any by the time we get down there. It may or it may not. But yeah, let's take a drive. The exhaust. Maybe I don't mind it as much as I thought I did. It's just, I wish that...
You just need to test it out a little bit.
Yeah, I just wish that weird little bit of raspiness wasn't there, or that the raspiness was deeper. Like, it feels really high pitch. Oh shit, there's Toyota cops. Oh my god. They heard us coming, they're just waiting.
No, they're on the other side of the highway.
Oh, no, they're on our side.
There's a wreck.
Yeah, it looks like a multi-car accident.